Let's talk about what is shaping your frequency today. Hey y'all, welcome to the Freedom Store, where we don't just read books, we get free with them. Take a look, it's in a book, your freedom story. I'm Delyce, and if you were raised on Reading Rainbow like I was, you already know that books can take you anywhere. I just finished 10x is Easier Than 2x by Dan Sullivan, and this book is a complete mindset reset. The title might sound like a stretch, but here's the truth. Trying to grow just a little, 2x, often takes more struggle than going all in and creating something radically different. Why? Because 2x growth forces you to drag your past with you. Old habits, old roles, old obligations. But 10x, that kind of leap requires you to let go. You have to cut 80% of what's no longer aligned. You stop doing more and start doing only what's essential. And that shift, it's not just about business. It's about frequency. It's about clarity. It's about freedom. Yes. One part that really landed for me was when you live life based on need, you're stuck playing a finite game. When you play a finite game, you're driven and controlled by external forces. You are competing for scarce resources. You're focused on and worried about what other people are doing. You're not clear on who you really are, and you're certainly not peeling the layers of the David away. You'll have to read to find out what that is. Are you a needer or a wanter? Are you playing the infinite game of freedom, or are you stuck in some finite game? Are you building qualitative wealth and value, or are you competing for scarce money? According to Dan, there are 4 distinct differences between needers and wanters. 1. Needing is extrinsically motivated, whereas wanting is intrinsically motivated. 2. Needing is security driven, whereas wanting is freedom driven. 3. Needing is scarcity mindset, whereas wanting is abundance mindset. 4. Needing is reactive, whereas wanting is creative. Life is an art, be creative. Committing to what you want most is the only way to be free. If you do anything out of perceived need or compulsion, then you don't feel it is really your own choice, but rather you feel the choice is being made for you. Slavery. Man, this book was really good. Because if I was shooting for 2x, the energy and the effort, I wouldn't make the progress necessary for the Freedom Store and Delyce Collins to have an impact. If I want greater results, I have to put in 10x the effort, and more effort now equals less effort later, which makes me think of another book called The 4-Hour Workweek, which I'll review in another video. And to compare this concept of 10x is easier than 2x to my marriage book, Growing into a Mature Marriage. If you need to have a marriage, or need to have a person in your life, or need for your marriage to be a certain way, as opposed to wanting this person in your life, wanting a beautiful marriage, wanting peace, one is going to produce the result that you actually want, and one is going to produce more heartache, headache, and stress. You don't want to be with someone because they need you. You want to be with them because they want you. And God created the universe the same way, with the same rules. He instituted it to work exactly the same. He gave us free will because he wants us to want him in our life. This book reminds you that 10x is way easier than 2x. 2x is really a difficult hustle. Live your mission, go all in, and everything else just becomes noise that you can ignore. And if you're trying to grow in your relationship too, that same principle applies in growing into a mature marriage from kindergarten to college. I talk about how healthy love isn't about adding more stuff to the calendar. It's about stripping things down to what actually matters. Presence, accountability, forgiveness, vision, whether it's business or partnership. 10x starts inside. It's not about being busier. It's about being clearer. That's a whole nother book, the 80-20 rule. We'll get to that in another video. You just watched a book review of 10x is Easier Than 2x by Dan Sullivan. I am Delyce. Life is an art, be creative. Life is a game, have fun. Chase your butterflies. My books and links in the Freedom Store at DelyceCollins.com. I love y'all. Let's be free. I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace. Follow, like, and share if you like this book review, and you can find the Freedom Store at DelyceCollins.com.